Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and a very good afternoon to all of you. It's great to see the room full of people who are excited to rethink learning with us. And we all know that in every few years, we go through some form of revolution when it comes to learning. और हमारी generation के लिए particularly, this revolution is happening online. So imagine that somebody from KPK taking a course with a working professional in Karachi, or somebody from a remote area in Balochistan taking a course on project management online, essentially envisioning a space where technology is not a replacement of teachers, rather, technology acts like a multiplier of the teacher's reach. So, keeping that in mind, in an era where boundaries of learning and possibility are constantly re evolving, we're here to explore an important conversation today that how Pakistan can adopt future learning models that take online learning from proof of concept to scale. And at the heart of this vision, we have a reality, a prototype of LumsX. Before I introduce the panelists, I'd like to tell a little bit about what LumsX is. So LumsX is a center of online learning and professional development at LUMS, where we take LUMS best teaching practices and research practices beyond the campus wall through innovative pedagogy. And we offer massive open online courses, MOOC courses. We offer online cohort-based courses as well. And today we have this incredible team, the architects of LumsX, jinko I'll shortly introduce. In the last couple of years, we were successful in taking it from a prototype project towards purposeful expansion. और आगे जाके हम इसको देखेंगे कि ये जर्नी कैसी रही, इसके क्या challenges थे, क्या how does this journey sort of evolved, and how you all can benefit in the larger scheme of digital landscape in Pakistan. So let's welcome our panelists. So first off, we have Jazib Zahir. Jazib is the director of LumsX and director of LUMS Center for Entrepreneurship. He was also the CEO of one of the largest leading software houses in Pakistan, and has a graduate degree from Harvard and an undergrad degree from Stanford. Jazib is somebody who brings entrepreneurial agility and academic purpose. So we're very excited to hear from Jazib. Then we also have with us Dr. Suleiman Shahid. Dr. Suleiman is the founding faculty director of LumsX, and he is an associate professor of computer science at LumsX. Dr. Suleiman is also someone who is the director of Chisel Lab, which is the computer-human interaction for inclusion, well-being, and learning, which develops inclusive technologies to support learning and mental health. काफ़ी हमें मज़े की बातें सुनने को मिलेंगी डॉक्टर सलेमान से. Then we have Khizr Tehseen. Khizr is the head of operations at LumsX. He's the engine behind our growth, business development, and partnerships. He also played an important role at the Center of Continuing Education Studies before joining LUMS at LUMS. Last but not the least, we have Faryal Siddiqui, who is leading our learning experience design team at LumsX. She's the one who ensures that learning is impactful, innovative. She's also a Fulbright scholar from Columbia University and has led massive curriculum innovation for underprivileged communities for Citizens Foundations as well. So thank you everybody for being here with us today. Let's begin the conversation. We know that in the last few years, online learning has sort of become a necessity. We saw it happening in COVID-19. We see it unfolding in classroom, in pilot settings, and we know that learners are ready for more. So perhaps the conversation today has transitioned more from proof of concept to scale. So how do we build systems? How do we build trust and capacity around it? इस डिजिटल लैंडस्केप का जो एक लैब्रिंथ है, इसको किस तरह हमने टैकल करना है essentially. And for that, I'd like all of the panelists to share with us कि उनकी क्या aspirations हैं, what drives them, what is their hope for digital learning experiences, क्या challenges हैं. Essentially, जो कहते हैं ना कि North Star क्या है when it comes to digital landscape experiences. So we'll start off with Faryal. We'd like to hear from you. What do you think when it comes to digital landscape experiences?
Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you, Manu. That was really nice and warm. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It's really nice to be here, and thank you for attending. So, as somebody who joined LUMSEX 3 years ago, and it was a team that was formed by Dr. Suleiman, and I've had a long journey here. And I was also a former skeptic of the digital learning experience itself. I can now say with a lot of confidence that keeping in mind the learning crisis of the country, we have to come to the table and sort of entertain this as an idea that in terms of the solution oriented and a more innovative mindset, because uski baghair I don't think हम conventional तरीके से पाकिस्तान की learning और teaching crisis को resolve कर सकेंगे. So it becomes important to entertain it as a very viable solution to improve the education inequalities in the country. Also, adding on to that, educational inequalities अगर tech सही तरीके से नहीं use होती तो exacerbate भी हो सकती हैं. So keeping in mind that when you talk about digital learning, online learning, it's also very important to have a purposeful design or purposeful learning in mind. And think of tech and digital learning in a very learning design and informed oriented way to make sure that we don't reinforce educational inequalities, but we actually transform and enhance learning as we go along.
Thank you, Parag, for sharing that with us. इस पे हम further conversation करेंगे as we proceed. Now I'd like to hear from Dr. Suleiman. Dr. Suleiman, you're the founding director of something जो कि हमने prototype भी किया when it comes to online learning. We'd like to hear from you, as an opening statement, some initial thoughts. How do you foresee the digital learning landscape in Pakistan?
Thank you, Manu. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Great to be here. देखिए जब हमने मैं बहुत अरसा से इस बात पे तो कन्विंस्ड हूँ कि पाकिस्तान के अंदर अगर आप एजुकेशन लैंडस्केप को देखें तो आपको 3 से 4 चैलेंजेस हमेशा नज़र आते हैं. एक आपका एक्विटी का मसला है. अच्छी तालीम लोगों के लिए अवेलेबल ही नहीं है. आपके पास एक्सेसिबिलिटी का मसला है. उसके ऊपर सबसे बड़ा जो प्रॉब्लम है कि बच्चा स्कूल जा रहा है और उसके बाद जो पढ़ के आ रहा है वो किसी काबिल नहीं है. राइट, क्वालिटी का मसला है. एक्सेसिबिलिटी है, एक्विटी है, क्वालिटी है. अगर आप पाकिस्तान के टॉप 2% को निकाल दें इवन हायर एजुकेशन के अंदर भी, तो बाकी जो बचता है, आप अक्सर लोग यही कहते हैं कि हमारे 20,000 ग्रेजुएट्स हैं, 15,000 एम्प्लॉयबल नहीं है. तो एक बहुत बड़ा मसला है. एक तो ये कि जहाँ तक तालीम पहुँचनी चाहिए वो पहुँच नहीं सक रही, और जहाँ पहुँच रही है उसकी क्वालिटी इतनी अच्छी नहीं है. बट दैन वी ऑल्सो नो कि हमारे पास कुछ रॉक स्टार्स हैं, हमारे पास कुछ अमेजिंग टीचर्स हैं, हमारे पास कुछ सेंटर्स ऑफ एक्सीलेंस हैं जो कि बहुत अच्छा पढ़ा भी सकते हैं और वो नॉलेज को डिसमिनेट भी कर सकते हैं. तो प्रॉब्लम ये है कि वो लोग जो बहुत अच्छा काम कर सकते हैं उनका काम वहाँ तक क्यों नहीं पहुँच रहा जहाँ तक उनको पहुँचना चाहिए. अब प्रॉब्लम आती है आपकी फिजिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की कि एक बंदा सुलेमान एक वक्त में एक जगह पे ही हो सकता है. But when you convert that into a digital form in a very meaningful way, then you can actually make sure that Suleiman is available for thousands of kids all over Pakistan. Right? How would you make that happen is a very challenging thing to do. और इसको करना आसान नहीं है. So उसके लिए हमारा विजन ये था LUMSEX के अंदर कि आपने एक्सेस और एक्विटी के साथ साथ आपने क्वालिटी पे कभी कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं करना और उसको मेक श्योर करना है कि बच्चों तक अच्छी चीज़ पहुंच सके. इस फ्रेमवर्क के अंदर अगर आप देखें हमारे पास 3 से 4 इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं. एक आपके पास स्टूडेंट्स हैं, एक आपके पास टीचर्स हैं, एक आपके पास पेरेंट्स हैं और एक आपके पास इंस्टीट्यूशन वो इदारा है. हर एक की अपनी अपनी लिमिटेशन है. स्टूडेंट पढ़ना नहीं चाहते हैं, पेरेंट्स के पास टाइम नहीं है, टीचर के पास क्लास के अलावा 1000 काम और करने को है और इदारे ने बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा कमाना है. राइट और इन सब चीज़ों को जब लेके चलते हैं सो चैलेंज इज़ एक्सट्रीमली हार्ड कि आप उसे फिक्स कैसे करेंगे. सो आई थिंक आपने जब स्केल की बात करते हैं, जब आप बात करते हैं कि आप इस प्रॉब्लम कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, आई थिंक ऑनलाइन लर्निंग बिकम्स अ वेरी गुड पार्टनर और सिस्टम थ्रू विच आप स्टूडेंट्स को सेंटर में लेके आएँ, ऑनलाइन लर्निंग कैन सपोर्ट देम. आप टीचर ट्रेनिंग को लेके आएँ, ऑनलाइन लर्निंग कैन सपोर्ट देम. आप पेरेंट्स की एजुकेशन पे लेके आएँ, ऑनलाइन लर्निंग कैन सपोर्ट देम. एंड इंस्टीट्यूशन की अपनी कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग को लेके आएँ, ऑनलाइन लर्निंग कैन सपोर्ट. वी कैन टॉक अबाउट इट एंड अनपैक इट, बट मेरा विजन हमेशा से ये रहा है कि एक्सेसिबिलिटी, क्वालिटी, बट ऑल्सो मेकिंग श्योर कि 4 लोग, ये 4 जो आपके पास ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ इंटरेस्ट हैं उन पे काम किया जा सके.
Thank you, Dr. Suleiman, for sharing that with us. We'll further, unpack as we proceed in the conversation. Now I'd like to add Jazib in the mix. Jazib, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mahnur. So, to help you understand where my North Star comes from with regards to online learning, I'm going to share with you one of my moments of epiphany in life. It goes back to the year 2011, 2012 की range में I was doing my typical engineering manager, somewhat of an entrepreneur sort of role in a tech company. One day, my papa, who was the O levels coordinator for LGS Georgetown, she handed me this book, which the principal had given every teacher in the school. And that is the book I recommend to everyone in my life. Ye book aap padh lein, it'll change your life. The book is The One World Schoolhouse by Salman Khan of Khan Academy. At that point, I knew Salman Khan, I knew Khan Academy, like, and I didn't know he'd written this book. It's an amazing book. You can read it in one sitting. It is so readable. It's only about 100 pages. The things he says, the way he talks about the problems in education, ke, you don't need to split up education into so many different subjects. You need to emphasize how they're connected. And kids learn better at their own pace. Those were things that resonated with me. Those were things I understood. Those were things I agreed with. But I had not been able to articulate them quite the same way myself. So when I read the way he explained कि education में क्या मसले हैं and why the solution could be technology and why the solution could be online learning, that light bulb went off in my head. Okay, here's a guy who studied engineering like me. Here's a guy who's been to business school like me, and he is actually trying to solve problems in education. And that is the point in my life I completely changed direction. Gradually, I started working more in education, edtech, teaching. And many years later, I would say if you ask me for one word to describe my multifaceted career at the moment, that word really is education. All that inspiration came from there. Because of that book, I realized that there is space in fixing learning, in solving the broken education system for people with an engineering and business background. And that's how I feel about online learning today. Proof of concept हो गया है. Educationists ने show कर दिया है कि this can produce learning outcomes. Now is the time to make it bigger, to scale it, to iterate upon it. And for that, you need people with an engineering and business mindset. So that is my North Star, my inspiration, someone coming from engineering and business into education, that online learning is a problem that can be solved with Silicon Valley style thinking, with engineering style thinking. And I think this is the right moment to do it. And that's why I'm so excited about it.
Thank you, Jazib, for unpacking the title of today's conversation with us. Now, Khizr, if you'd like to share your North Star.
Sure. Okay, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you for joining the Art Discourse here. Manur, I'd like to start with sort of stating a belief that we hold very strongly at LUMSX. And this is a personal belief as well. And I've come to this conclusion after over a decade of experience in professional learning and development and continuing education initiatives. So, I've been involved with LUMS for over a decade in implementing these initiatives, taking that strategy and vision and then implementing them as a operations lead or head. So the conclusion that I've come to and we believe in is that online and blended learning is no longer just an alternative. It is very much the future or the tomorrow, apt for this event, of education, professional learning, and development. But, here is that challenge, or rather an opportunity if we see it like that how do we scale this up, like Jazib said, like Dr. Salman said it, how do we scale this while maintaining trust, while maintaining equitable access, quality assurance, and very importantly, financial sustainability. How do we all do all of that? And this is something that we'll be touching upon in this panel.
Thank you, everybody, for sharing your opening thoughts. Now, let's take with all these perspectives, different angles in mind, let's take the conversation a bit forward. थोड़ा सा हम scale को unpack करते हैं and Jazib की तरफ चलते हैं कि Jazib, when we think about scale, we think about outreach, numbers. Is there something more to scale? And what do you think are some of the challenges or mistakes institutions make when they try to grow digital learning?
Yeah, you're absolutely correct that right now is the right time to focus on scale. There are lots of ways to think about scale. In the technology sector, we think about scale as a multiplicative force, that we can take something that's already proven to work, some prototype, we can scale it up to benefit a lot of people without putting a lot of resources into it. The outcome is a multiple of the input. And that is the point at which online learning is right now. For online learning, even without looking at the finances, which is important in its own way, but right now, primarily, we're looking at the numbers. Something like LUMSX is already quite proud of the fact that we are reaching maybe something like 10,000 people. Having any product, any digital product, reaching that many people is amazing, especially in a particularly competitive market like Pakistan. But there's so There's such a long way to go. You know how many millions of people we have in Pakistan. Why do we have to stop at Pakistan? If you have an online learning platform producing quality content, it can go anywhere. So scale is primarily the numbers. But when you unpack the numbers, it's also about who you reach. If you think about it, who is an online learning platform for? It's in some ways for the people who are already excellent but want to upskill further, because we all agree you can't survive today without upskilling. At the same time, there are people who need to be reached. You know, Mahnoor gave you that example that there's somebody sitting in a power plant in Balochistan studying project management. When you meet people like that, you realize that online learning is the way to reach them. You might all be familiar with Harvard's course CS50. What is special about CS50 is not just that it's online, but it's actually being used as the institutional course at places like Yale and Oxford. We at LUMS are doing similar stuff to that. The whole thinking behind LUMSX and any other online platform is that you can take these centers of excellence, you can multiply them across the country. That's why any plan made in online learning needs to be focused on this idea of scale. If you're not thinking about scaling, the most important part of online learning is in some ways missing. Yes, it matters about pedagogy. Yes, it matters about quality. Yes, it matters about technology. Yes, it matters about outreach. Yes, it matters about assessments. But ultimately, the success of online learning will be measured by how many people you reach. And online learning is primed to be that way to reach the many people. When you talk to anyone in education, पहली बात वो यही करेंगे, education emergency. इतने millions of kids out of school. Education emergency के इतने लोग पढ़े हुए हैं लेकिन employee नहीं होते. How do we fix that problem? We can't fix it physically. We can't fix it in person. None of the big solutions today are about physical and in person. Every digital transformation has that online component as a way to reach people, to reach scale. That is what we're trying to do at LUMSX. That is what we're trying to do with online learning in general. And I really think this is the right moment in time to accept that and think about the best way to implement that, which is why I keep emphasizing it's not just an education problem anymore. It's a technology problem. It's a management problem. It's a design problem. It's a policy problem. Let's bring all these people together. This is one of the newest cutting edge industries to work in. And one of the many ways its success will be measured is primarily by scale.
Yeah. So thank you, Jazib, for enriching and unpacking what scale could potentially look like. अभी सारी conversations से हमें पता चला कि अभी हम कहाँ खड़े हैं in terms of LUMSX being an example of it. But हर story कहीं से शुरू होती है, चीज़ें vacuum में नहीं होती. And I'd like us to take a step forward. स्टोरी का आगाज़ कहाँ से हुआ और डॉक्टर सुलेमान की तरफ चलते हैं कि डॉक्टर साहब जब आपने LUMSX शुरू किया एज अ फाउंडिंग डायरेक्टर, सो टेक्नोलॉजी और ऑनलाइन लर्निंग मेन स्ट्रीम इतनी नहीं हुई थी पाकिस्तान में. टेक्नोलॉजिकल चैलेंज वाज वन बैरियर, बट ट्रस्ट अराउंड इट was another bigger issue. So in terms of what was the why behind LUMSX, आपने institutional challenges को in terms of governance and taking stakeholders on board that this form of digital learning can be as credible and as transformative if it is made correctly, उस पर कैसे आपने सबको align किया? Would you like to share that with us?
जी, thank you. I think LUMSX मैं अक्सर कहा करता हूँ कि is the most difficult project I ever did in my life, और मुझे लगता नहीं दोबारा इतना मुश्किल प्रोजेक्ट मैं पकड़ने की कोशिश करूँगा. उसकी दो तीन वजह हैं. आई थिंक जाजिब ने बहुत आई शेयर द सेम विजन कि इट्स वी नीड टू थिंक अबाउट स्केल, बट ऑल्सो द फाउंडेशन जब स्टार्ट करते किसी चीज़ की, यू आर थिंकिंग अबाउट स्केल बट यू नॉट थिंकिंग अबाउट स्केल, यू आर थिंकिंग सम वेरी बेसिक थिंग्स राइट. और सब वेरी बेसिक थिंग्स राइट के अंदर आपके पास आता है सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये है, आप ये काम क्यों करना चाहते हैं, आपका विजन क्या है, आपका मिशन क्या है, आप किस तरह आगे चलना चाहते हैं. अगर वो चीज़ क्लैरिटी ना हो, आपके पास आपका नॉर्थ स्टार क्लियर ना हो, सो आई थिंक एनी स्केल वुड वर्क, बिकॉज एंड देन एनी स्केल वुड वर्क, इसका मतलब ये सही स्केल काम नहीं करेगा. सो आई थिंक अर्ली डेज के अंदर हमारे 2 से 3 जो सबसे बड़े चैलेंजेस थे, वो एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी था. हम नया जूम के बाद, ये नया कोविड ख़त्म हुआ था और लोगों को लगता था ऑनलाइन लर्निंग का मतलब ये है कि आप जूम पे चले जाते हैं, वहाँ एक बंदा आता है जिसका दिल नहीं करता पढ़ाने का, और बहुत से लोग बैठे होते हैं जिनका दिल नहीं करता पढ़ने का, और ये ऑनलाइन लर्निंग होती है. उस ऑनलाइन लर्निंग को आपने उससे डिस्कनेक्ट करके एक नई ऑनलाइन लर्निंग की डेफिनेशन देना है, जिसके अंदर ये कि जो पढ़ाने वाला उसका बहुत दिल कर रहा है, पढ़ने वाला मोटिवेटेड है, कंटेंट क्वालिटी का है, उसकी प्रोडक्शन क्वालिटी की है, प्लेटफॉर्म क्वालिटी का है, और उसके बाद जो आप सीखेंगे वो आप रियल वर्ल्ड में अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. इससे आपको नौकरी मिल सकती है, इससे आपकी तरक्की हो सकती है, इससे आप अपने CV पे खुशी से डाल सकते हैं, आप फ़ख्र से कह सकते हैं कि यार मैंने LUMSX का कोर्स किया. सो देयर वाज अ विजन ऑन आवर माइंड कि ये सिर्फ जूम की क्लास नहीं है, ये आपने जूम की क्लास से डिस्कनेक्ट करके एक नई डेफिनेशन ऑफ ऑनलाइन लर्निंग पाकिस्तान में इजाद करनी है। बिकॉज जिससे बात करते थे, आप जैसे टीचर्स ने हमारे थाउजेंड्स ऑफ टीचर्स ने हमारे कोर्सेज लिए हैं, शायद किसी ने यहाँ बैठी हैं उन्होंने भी लिया हो हमारा कोई कोर्स। सो वो क्या कहती थी शुरू शुरू के अंदर कि जी हमें बिल्कुल मज़ा नहीं आता, हमें इंटरेक्शन नहीं मिलती, कंटेंट अच्छा नहीं है, सब कुछ अच्छा नहीं है। आई थिंक द फर्स्ट थिंग हम जिसमें हमने कभी कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं किया आज के दिन तक LumZex के अंदर वो ये कि हमने कभी भी जल्दी के अंदर क्वालिटी पे कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं किया। We have spent time on production, we have spent time on pre-production, quality assurance, Faryal will talk about it. Quality कभी हमने कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं किया। एंड आई थिंक जो बहुत बड़ी हर्डल हमारे पास आती थी पहले साल के अंदर, वी हैड नो लर्नर्स। लोगों हम कहते थे हमारा कोर्स ले, वो कहते थे इसका फ़ायदा क्या होगा। आप टीचर्स कहते थे कोर्स ले, कहते थे स्कूल में उसकी बात नहीं सुनेगा। एंड नाउ वी हैव अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, अगर आप देखें कोहोर्ट आफ्टर कोहोर्ट वी हैव स्टूडेंट्स कमिंग इन। एंड उसकी वजह क्या है? उसकी वजह ये है कि आवर नॉर्थ स्टार वाज वेरी वेरी क्लियर, never ever compromise on the quality वाला part, उस पे नहीं करना। and the scale kills quality in the breakfast, in the lunch, and in the dinner also, you know, and you have to make sure कि while scaling आप दोबारा वो ना बन जाए जो आप 50 अपने कैंपस कैसे ओपन जैसे आप करते हैं, you know, and you have second campus, you're doing a fine job, third campus, fourth, fifth, sixth, tenth, and कहते हैं oh my goodness, अब ये हमसे बर्दाश्त नहीं हो रहा। So I think सेम इन दिस केस, आपके पास यहाँ स्केल में क्वालिटी कंट्रोल करना निस्बतन आसान है, वहाँ पे फिजिकल कंट्रोल करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है। बिकॉज लेकिन ऑनलाइन के अंदर स्केल में क्वालिटी कंट्रोल करना बहुत मुश्किल है। बट आई थिंक मैं बार बार क्वालिटी इसलिए कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि अगर क्वालिटी डिस्टर्ब हो जाती है और क्वालिटी का वो मैयार नहीं रहता, और अगर आप क्वालिटी पे कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करके ऑनलाइन लर्निंग सेल कर रहे हैं, तो हम वहाँ ही दोबारा आ गए हैं जहाँ पे हम खड़े हुए थे, वो ये कि कोई भी एजुकेशन किसी को भी दे दें, कोई मसला नहीं है। सो आई थिंक क्वालिटी इज़ द मोस्ट। एंड देन सेकंड चीज़ जो हमें शुरू में बहुत बड़ा मसला आता था वो ये था, हमें चैम्पियंस नहीं मिलते थे, हमें लोग बिलीव करने वाले नहीं मिलते थे। यू नो, लोग कहते थे ये चलेगा ही नहीं, ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता पाकिस्तान के अंदर। कोई लिटरली पीपल टोल्ड अस कि आप मुझे, मैं देखूंगा वो दिन जब आपकी कोई टीचर अपनी जेब से 7,000 रुपये का कोर्स करेगी। People will not do that. And I think again, I would say कि once you're very clear about the framework you want to operate in, and once you're very clear कि लोगों को इसका फ़ायदा हो रहा है, and they can see the फ़ायदा not on their quality of life but also on their wallet. यानी मेरी सैलरी में इजाफा हुआ है, मेरी तरक्की हुई है, मुझे मेरे CV के ऊपर एक मुझे नया स्टार मिला है। I think all those things do matter. I think वो सब चीज़ें हमने कोशिश की करने की, and that was important. Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you, Dr. Suleiman, for sharing those insights. और naturally जब भी एक we start as from an idealistic perspective, लगता है कब कोई नई चीज़ आती है, but eventually when it starts gaining attraction, तो सारे on board आहिस्ता आहिस्ता खुद ही होना शुरू हो जाते हैं। But keeping that in mind, when we think about online learning, a very essential component of it is instructional design. और फ़राल की तरफ चलते हैं। फ़राल, we all know as educators that जब हम कोई भी effective classroom experience curate करने की कोशिश करते हैं, there is a lot that goes into it. You know, there is assessment aspect of it, there is the pedagogy aspect of it. There are multiple things happening, right? So please share with us, how do you and your team sort of translate all those enriching and important components of a learning journey into an online format? और थोड़े से हमारे लिए unpack करें कि instructional design है क्या और इसकी क्या journey है? Walk us through that journey with us.
Thank you for the question. I feel like every time I get asked this, I get very excited because nobody ever understands by title what I do. So I have to always sort of have a pitch ready to explain what the work sort of entails. वो मुझे कहते हैं आप coordinator हैं, आप administrator हो, आप curriculum, like it just doesn't make sense, but like my eyes shine when I have to explain my work to them. So to put it very simply, you're basically working with a subject matter expert, developing a learning journey where you and the subject matter expert work together, have certain outcomes in mind, आप पूरी learning journey develop करते हैं in the form of a learning product at the end. And in order to do that well, the center and the leadership was very helpful in helping us develop those processes. And I can run some of those with you. And I can also develop on that and how we ensure maybe like quality and learner-centeredness in that. Essentially, think about your course as a learning product, and uski ek puri development pipeline hoti hai that we sort of follow. And the framework or the model that we use for it, it's called ADDIE, and it has 5 steps, which stand for analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. Iske andar, I'll unpack some of these for you. The very core component of what we do starts with the needs analysis, which a lot of market research also helps us do, or we also work with the SME to sort of figure out कि जो आप बना रहे हैं learner के लिए उनकी need है क्या? What should the course or the learning experience at the end sort of offer to the learner? And through that research, you figure out, okay, the learning gaps, the learning needs, what they want to learn, how to maybe make the learning experience relevant to their current gaps, their current realities. You understand what would help them maybe gain certain skills in their future employment. उसको जहन में रखते हुए एंड कीप दिस इन माइंड दिस ऑल्सो हेल्प्स योर लर्निंग प्रोडक्ट बिकम एज यूजर सेंटर्ड एज पॉसिबल बिकॉज आप उनकी नीड को जहन में रखते हुए यूर डेवलपिंग द एंटायर प्रोडक्ट. Then there's we work with an SME. So the SME, your subject matter expert, is the content expert that's working with you. You're working in tandem with them to develop कि sir ये आपकी needs हैं. Let's see कि इसके learning outcomes at the end of it ये होने चाहिए. Now let's think about developing a learning journey around it. जिसके अंदर फिर आपकी इंस्ट्रक्शनल डिज़ाइन स्ट्रैटेजी आती है, आपकी असेसमेंट स्ट्रैटेजी आती है, आपकी विजुअल स्ट्रैटेजी आती है, एंड ऑल ऑफ दीज आर देयर डिफरेंट कोर कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ द टीम दैट आर वर्किंग टुवर्ड्स इट. सो the 4-5 main verticals that are working on this are आपकी market research है, आपकी instructional designer, which are basically your project managers. They take the project from start to the end, and they're also the learning experts that are sort of curating it for while development. Then you have pre-production, then you have production, and then you also have marketing and IT and all of these people sort of working with you. So if I explain to you, for example, what the visual strategy or what a visual lookbook looks like, which is a very core component of what we do, is exactly how will you help instruction in a video format? What does the visual logic need to be? और उसके अंदर इतनी बारीकी से काम हो रहा होता है कि रंग क्या होना चाहिए, आइकॉन का रंग क्या होना चाहिए है, how should a certain concept, for example, if it's a scientific concept, it has to be broken down much more in maybe like a higher tier animation that should help it break it down for the learner. So a lot of those things are happening together, and it's a very multi-stakeholder management sort of a role that you're also catering as a project manager, जिसमें आपने instructor की expectations भी manage करनी है, आपने learner की expectation भी manage करनी है, आपने cross teams की expectations भी manage करनी है, आपने quality भी compromise नहीं करनी, आपने अपनी leadership को भी बताना है why you're doing certain things. There's a rationale backed for everything. And then वो होता है कि आपकी videos बनती हैं, there's reviews, they go into pre-production, production. There are extensive storyboards that are made which actually translate the script that you make, that the instructor records, into a visual strategy of what it would look on video. And then we produce it, and then we review it, and then we put it into implementation, and we have evaluation at the end of it to ensure that we have iterations that we can fix. So it's a pipeline that we sort of follow. And honestly, even if though I'm giving you a blueprint, every project is different because the stakeholders are different. So the nature of every project is very different. The one you're building for an educator is going to be very different from the one that you're building for an IT expert or some data science के vertical में, या आप communications का course बना रहे हैं, that's going to be different. So you keep the needs in mind. And if you have any follow-ups, I can also elaborate. मैं लंबा चली जाऊंगी मुझे लगता है इसके अंदर, but this is what the entire process sort of looks like.
Yeah, thank you, Spayal, for sort of unpacking what instructional design entails, जो कि बड़ा एक important aspect to understand digital learning. But I do like you to touch a little bit about कि in a world जहाँ पे इतनी ज़्यादा digital noise है, इतने courses available हैं, Coursera, Udemy, what sort of distinguishes you? I know आपने processes को unpack किया, और जब mass और scale की भी बात करते हैं, तो how do you ensure कि आपकी instructional integrity जो है वो compromise ना हो? बहुत सारे चीज़ों को लेके चलना होता है साथ.
I remember thinking about this question and thinking, Manu, बस मुश्किल सवाल पूछ रही है मेरे से, but I'm going to answer it as much with honesty and integrity as I can. So making the learning experience meaningful itself we have a couple of things that we do in order to make it relevant for the learner. सो उसके अंदर आपकी कोर करिकुलम स्ट्रेटजीज उस तरह से होती हैं कि वी यूज़ अ बाइलिंगुअल फॉर्म ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन, बिकॉज मैं मिक्स ऑफ उर्दू एंड इंग्लिश में बात करूँगी, वो फॉर श्योर मेरी ऑडियंस को विच इज़ मेंट फॉर अ लोकल पाकिस्तानी ऑडियंस वो ज़्यादा बेहतर समझ में आती है. उसके अलावा when you use examples that are more relevant to their experience, to their context, to their world, they're more palpable to understanding and they're more interested in what you're teaching them. Uske ilawa, we also, like I mentioned, apart from the pedagogical lens, jiske andar I was also thinking we do a lot of creative things to also sort of so a lot of educators here might know the concept of authentic assessments, which actually helps you sort of apply what you're learning immediately into like a real world application context or something that you can use at the end of the day, which makes learning more connected to the future, their current goals and their future goals and their current realities of the learner. So these are all sort of the learning design that is informing the product at the end. उसके अलावा प्रोसेसेस के अंदर जब आप इस तरह की चीज़ें इंक्लूड करते हो, वेर आप नीड्स असेसमेंट कर रहे हैं, आप पायलट्स कर रहे हैं, जिसके अंदर आप ड्यूरिंग क्रिएशन ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट आप ले रहे हैं सर्टन रेलिवेंट स्टेक होल्डर से फीडबैक है, व्हाट डू यू थिंक, इज दिस वर्किंग, इज दिस नॉट वर्किंग, दैट ऑल्सो कीप्स इन्फॉर्मिंग द प्रोडक्ट ऑन हाउ यू वांट टू मूव फॉरवर्ड. Then you also have evaluations at the end of the learning experience to ensure कि एक iteration, for example, something did not work, how do you improve in the next iteration? उसके अलावा some of the principles that we use in terms of living curriculum कि आप industry experts को लेके आते हैं, उनसे बातें सुनते हैं कि how what they're learning is relevant to them. I can give a very small example. For example, we have a very reputed instructor, उनका नाम डॉक्टर आगा है, who has built the machine learning course with us, for example. And उसके अंदर उनकी pedagogy and उनका learning style इतना ज़्यादा relevant था that he would also talk about कि machine learning की वो जो बात कर रहे हैं वो एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर ऑफ पाकिस्तान में किस तरह अप्लाई हो सकती है, या वो मशीन लर्निंग फॉर डेवलपमेंट कैसे यूज़ करती है. यू आर गिविंग द लर्नर एवेन्यूज टू ऑल्सो फर्दर एक्सटेंड देयर लर्निंग इन एन एप्लीकेशन ओरिएंटेड वे to what they're trying to any kind of goals that they might have in the future. So that's sort of how we think about these things. Scale के ऊपर, do you want me to talk about the scale part as well?
If you'd like to, that's fine.
So I think like Dr. Salman said, scale जो है ना वो quality के साथ a lot of the times म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव थोड़ी सी समझी जाती हैं ये चीज़ें कि ये हो नहीं सकती साथ साथ. एंड आई डू अंडरस्टैंड इट इज़ अ चैलेंज, बट आई थिंक द सेंटर एट द मोमेंट इज़ टेकिंग इट एज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू सी हाउ वी कैन इनोवेट एंड सॉर्ट ऑफ एक्सप्लोर कि इसके साथ हम क्या कर सकते हैं. एंड जस्ट बैंकिंग ऑन सम आइडियाज़ के फॉर एग्जाम्पल ब्लॉकर तो नहीं कहूँगी, a challenge that comes in scaling it, आपको असेसमेंट्स के बारे में बहुत ज़्यादा सोचना पड़ता है कि रोबस्ट असेसमेंट करने के लिए थोड़ी सी इट्स डन बेटर इफ इट्स डन इन अ स्मॉलर वे और इफ इट्स डन इन अ मोर अटेंटिव वे. बट we still think something that the center is right now trying to do and we're trying to implement is AI automation grading के ऊपर काफ़ी काम हो रहा है, which we're trying to see how that tool can be implemented to be trained to be able to grade correctly and sort of give and वो चीज़ जो है वो हम implement करके कैसे learner को facilitate कर सकते हैं without any kind of human effort going into that. उसके अलावा you also think about the kinds of offerings that you have when you go on scale. So for example, the center in terms of systems is thinking about कि आप concentrated portfolio को scale में कैसे कर सकते हैं, कम चीज़ offer करें उसको scale पे करें with the certain resources that you have. You can also have offerings that are more customized. So always remember कि हर किसी का गोल जो है वो प्रोफिशेंसी फॉर एग्जांपल नहीं होती है. A lot of the outcomes that you're looking at for learning products are also knowledge based. So you can also have tiered offerings where a knowledge based offering can be for a scalable audience, and then more specialized offerings you can offer to people and that can be at a more tailored experience with more resources attached to it. So those are the kinds of things we're thinking about at the center right now कि इनको हम किस तरह क्वालिटी मेंटेन करते हुए इन चीज़ों को कैसे एंटरटेन किया जा सकता है. And if there are further questions, I would be happy to sort of delve more into this.
Yeah, thank you, Faryal, for sharing with us comprehensively what goes into instructional design and how you sort of balance scale with the quality of offerings that you have at the center. But we know कि ठीक है product बन गया, एक बड़ा learner centered course बन गया, but the journey doesn't end there. We have KPIs to meet, there's revenue targets, and keeping all of that in mind, I'd like to add Khazir into the mix. Khazir, you work with different global and local partners. We have the example of Multan University for Science and Technology, Pepsi's Roshan Kal program, and some global clients like Business Line in Iraq. तो आप थोड़ा सा हमारे साथ शेयर करें, how do you sort of make them believe that this format of learning model works? And उनका feedback, how do you integrate, balance, there's stakeholder demands and then there are operational realities. कैसे लेके चलते हैं आप इन सब चीज़ों को?
Thank you, Manur. So, इसमें, like Fayal has mentioned, and now we have come to this point of stability, I would say, जहाँ पे हमारे processes defined हैं, we've got a pipeline to make these quality courses. अब now we are at a stage where we have to scale, और इस point पे we do, have to make a lot of choices as well. जब हम setup कर रहे थे, तो उस एक्सपेक्टेशन थी आपकी, सेट ऑल दीज प्रोसेसेस, हमने हमारा जो इम्पैक्ट वाज द फोकस विच स्टिल इज द फोकस, लेकिन अब यूनिवर्सिटी की हमारे से लम्स की एक्सपेक्टेशन है एज अ रेवेन्यू सेंटर एज वेल. हमारे सर्टन फॉर एग्जांपल KPIs हैं ओवर द ईयर, फाइनेंशियल रियलिटीज हैं दैट वी हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ, एंड वी हैव टू गेट टू अ पॉइंट ऑफ कंप्लीट फाइनेंशियल सस्टेनेबिलिटी. अब इसके अंदर फिर आपके बहुत सारे चॉइसेस आ जाते हैं. दैट फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं एक एग्जांपल दूं, हमने मुल्तान यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ एक हमारा ऑनलाइन डेटा साइंस, इंट्रोडक्शन टू डेटा साइंस का कोर्स है, हमने वो उनके साथ इम्प्लीमेंट किया, वेयर देयर 5th सेमेस्टर में दे आर टेकिंग देयर स्टूडेंट्स आर टेकिंग दैट डेटा साइंस कोर्स. It's a 3 credit hour course, but the revenue, for example, that we get in maybe not be, we can do other projects that might bring in more revenue. But we took that project for impact and the kind of impact that it creates in that area. But then there might be another enterprise offering that, we go for. For example, हमने Pepsi का एक रोशन काल Academy program किया. This was all about scale. We are talking 4,000 learners, business communication का course, AI का course उनके साथ किया. So it's all about making those choices, those financial realities that we have to take care of. तो इसमें आई थिंक मानूर सबसे ज़्यादा चैलेंज भी अब हमारा यही होता है कि हाउ डू वी, व्हाट कोर्सेज डू वी मेक. फॉर एग्जांपल जो प्रोसेस है फरयाल ने बताया, इट्स वेरी एलेबरेट. नाउ डू वी मेक अ कोर्स ऑन प्रोजेक्ट बेस्ड लर्निंग, or do we make a course on data science? Do we keep making courses on data science and AI which might sell better? So all those choices of impact and revenue considerations, the targets, the growth, we have to keep all that together. And I think it's that sort of friction between, and a positive friction between strategy and vision and operational realities, that we have to keep in mind. So, this is sort of the operational challenge.
Thank you, Jazab, for Khizr Sai to. You mentioned the friction between strategy and operations, and I'd like to pivot towards Jazib. Jazib, you are all about ambitious growth, scale, expansion. But then Khizr कहते हैं कि ये on-ground realities हैं in terms of operations. So I'd like to give the floor to you both and share some context with the audience.
Sure. So, going back to my earlier point, the reason we need to think like engineers and managers in this industry is because we need to find a way to scale despite the challenges. Why do we need to scale? Well, first of all, something like LumsX, since it's still in its early stages of maturity, we have investors, we have stakeholders, we still have people who are skeptical about it. Now is the time to overcome that through a lot of growth. And that growth needs to not just be 10% every year. We're at the point at which if we start showing 10% growth every year, our investors will lose interest, the audiences will lose interest, the stakeholders will lose interest. We need to show exponential growth to keep people excited so they agree that, yes, this was the right investment to make at this time. This was the right initiative to launch at this time. Secondly, the reason it makes sense to scale is because that opportunity is there. We've talked about how many people can benefit from it, both in terms of numbers and of quality, but there is no end to the content everyone should be learning. Once we launch a course on foundations of AI, the next inevitable thing is, well, how do you use AI for productivity? The next inevitable thing is, how do you use AI in law, in financial services? There is no end to what people can benefit from. I mean, in some ways, I feel like I'm at the midpoint of my career, but I discover something every day that is useful to learn, or something that I would take in an instant if it was there and it would help me in my career. There is no end to what we can learn as teachers, as industry people. So there's no end to the new courses that can be made. The beauty of online learning is it's not some bureaucratic, rigid module ke aapne itne courses karne, itne units karne. Let's just make what people want, what they're not getting in the classroom, and what can be better delivered in an online format that people can do at their own pace. That is why the scale is so important, because there is that opportunity. And if we don't catch that opportunity now, if we don't try to scale now, the skeptics will win. You know, they'll say after 2 to 3 years, इतनी excitement थी online learning के ऊपर, वो वही हैं जहाँ पे 10 साल पहले थी, 20 साल पहले थी. That's why I keep emphasizing Pakistan right now, LumsX right now. We're at the point where we have people who agree that the proof of concept works. They want it to scale. They don't want to see thousands of users. They want to see hundreds of thousands of users. We need to get the industry to that point where it becomes inevitable, and then a lot of things will really fall into place.
Thank you, Jazib, for sharing that with us. Khizr, you'd like to add something to this?
बिल्कुल एक तो इसमें आई लाइक टू ऐड वन थिंग हियर दो कि वी हैव सीन एंड दिस and this kind of strengthens our belief when we go out to different organizations now. So for example, we have open enrollment courses as well that anyone can take, and I'll encourage everyone to take a look at our courses as well. So there are open enrollment courses, and now we are also actively going out to organizations are coming to us. For example, we're talking PepsiCo, Abhi Ferozan's labs ke sath we're doing a project where we have developed a growth and leadership programs. So iski jo beauty hai Manur, we have been able to turn this challenge around ke people who are skeptical about online learning actually then discover organizations it gives you so much flexibility. अब ये जो growth and leadership program है इसके अंदर आपका data and visualization से लेकर project management से लेकर sales, retail marketing, it covers the whole ground. And how we are able to do that, and these are for frontline workers. ये लोग field में काम करते हैं, they're very busy during the day, इनका evening. So ये was only possible through blended learning approach. So we have online modules. इसके अंदर there are some asynchronous components. Then there are obviously case methods that are available, case studies, there's reading material, and then there's also some in-person classes, some online classes. We work around their schedule. We're able to devise this whole program. This is only possible through online learning. So iske andar again jo Jazib ka jo point hai ki yes, we have to achieve that scale, and it is only possible through that digital learning format. That is our belief here, and we see it being materialized now.
Yeah, thank you both of you for sharing some insights on strategy versus operations. थोड़ा conversation को आगे चलते हैं. Digital learning experiences की बात हो रही है तो AI, we cannot forget that. And AI is everywhere, Dr. Sulaiman. AI क्या replace कर रहा है teachers को, humans को? Contentions और apprehensions बहुत सारी हैं. So I'd like you to share some of that with us, or what are some of the ethical frameworks around it? We'd like to hear your perspective on AI. किस तरह we can embrace it?
मेरा ख्याल था मानूर हमारी इस पैनल में जान बच जाएगी AI से, लेकिन आई थिंक इससे जान बचना बहुत मुश्किल हो गया. देखें, एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट जो चीज़ है वो ये कि चाहे आप टेक की बात करें या चाहे आप AI की बात करें, हमारा रोल एज अ टीचर इज चेंजिंग अ लॉट. सो अब हम वो जो इंफॉर्मेशन डिलीवरी वाला पूरे का पूरा मोड था, उससे हम आगे निकल के फैसिलिटेटर्स बन चुके हैं, बिकॉज देयर इज ऑलरेडी सो मच आउट देयर कि उसके ज़रिए आपने सिर्फ क्यूरेट करना है लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस के, यार यहाँ से ये पकड़ लो, यहाँ से ये पकड़ लो, यहाँ से ये पकड़ लो, और उस प्रोसेस के अंदर यू वांट स्टूडेंट्स टू लर्न इन अ डिफरेंट वे नाउ. बिकॉज अगर आप सिंपल कहेंगे, आप उनके लिए आपसे जल्दी आपसे बेहतर चीज़ ढूंढना मुश्किल काम नहीं है, लेकिन उसको समझ के, उसको इकट्ठा करके, उसको सिंथेसाइज करके उसे काबिल इस्तेमाल बनाना अभी भी मुश्किल काम है. सो आई थिंक जो मेरा आई वांटेड टू कम बैक टू द पॉइंट कि जो ऑनलाइन लर्निंग है उसके अंदर भी आपकी जो अप्रोच रही है वो यही रही है कि आप फैसिलिटेटर बन गए हैं, राइट. सो वी कांट गिव यू द होल बुक. जैसे आप 14 आपके पास 20 लेक्चर्स हैं, 45 मिनट का ईच लेक्चर है. इट डजंट हैपन इन ऑनलाइन लर्निंग. यू गिव देम सम आइडियाज एंड दोज आइडियाज कैन देन कैन बी एक्सटेंडेड लेटर ऑन. सो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये है. सो मैं आपको एक छोटी सी एग्जांपल देता हूँ कि जो जाजिब स्केल की बात करें वो क्यों ज़रूरी है. और लम्स के अंदर आई वाज आल्सो द फाउंडिंग डायरेक्टर ऑफ लम्स लर्निंग इंस्टीट्यूट. उसमें हमारे पास एक फैकल्टी मेंबर आए, नए PhD करके आए, बड़े अच्छे इदारे से. मैं उसका नाम नहीं लूँगा, कहीं नाम पता ना चल जाए वो कौन है. सो बहुत लाइक आप समझ लें आईवी लीग से, टॉप जगह से वो पढ़ के आए PhD करके. वन ऑफ द बेस्ट रिसर्चर्स वी हैव सीन. हमने कोर्स आउटलाइन मंगवाई एज अ डायरेक्टर. आई सॉ कि आई वांटेड टू सी कि लम्स के अंदर असेसमेंट्स कैसे होती हैं, एंड दैट सो दैट वी कैन लर्न फ्रॉम दैट, वी कैन हेल्प पीपल टू इंप्रूव देयर असेसमेंट. द जेंटलमैन, अ वेरी वेरी स्मार्ट पर्सन, हैड 50% द कोर्स का मार्क ग्रेड पूरे का पूरा एक 30 मिनट की प्रेजेंटेशन के ऊपर. सो इफ यू हैव बैड 30 मिनट्स, आपका आधे का पूरा जो ग्रेड है उसमें से आधा वुड बी डन. इट्स अ टेरेबल आइडिया टू डू. इट्स सो अनफेयर, but the gentleman had no clue. So ये बेसिक है टीचिंग की, राइट? सो अगर आपके पास पाकिस्तान के अंदर 2 मिलियन टीचर्स ऐसे हैं जो ये काम कर रहे हैं, राइट? सो उन तक ये बात पहुंचाना, जो कि इंतहाई बेसिक चीज़ के क्लासरूम कंडक्ट कैसे करनी है, आपने क्लासरूम मैनेज कैसे करनी है, करिकुलम डिज़ाइन होता क्या है, 30 मिनट की बात कैसे करनी है, क्लास शुरू कैसे करनी, ख़त्म कैसे करनी है, बच्चे के सवाल का जवाब कैसे देना है, ये कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है। मैं आपसे ये कह रहा हूं कि आपने क्लास के अंदर एंटर होके आपका बॉडी पोस्चर किया है, बच्चे लगे कि आज मैम जो है एनर्जी के साथ आई हैं। ये रॉकेट साइंस तो नहीं है ना। जब आप क्लास खत्म करें तो बच्चों को पता हो कि ये मैंने क्यों पढ़ा है, रॉकेट साइंस तो नहीं है। अगर हमारा पाकिस्तान का मसला ये है तो बहुत दूर है अभी एआई और बहुत दूर और चीजें हैं। ये वाला मसला हल करने के लिए LumZex as a platform is absolutely essential because you can't, Beacon House is a group with all the things you have and all the management and the event you have done, आप कितने पाकिस्तान के बच्चों को टीचर्स को ट्रेन कर सकते हैं? जस्ट आप अपना हर स्कूल भी ओपन कर दें, फिर भी बहुत मुश्किल काम है। सो आई थिंक दैट्स वाई जो जाजिब ने बात की, स्केल इज एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज स्केल का मतलब ये नहीं है कि हमने बहुत अजीम काम कर देना, हम कह रहे हैं वी डोंट हैव द बेसिक्स राइट्स। सो नाउ जब हम चैलेंज की तरफ आते हैं एआई की, जब जो अगर इफ यू आर अ बैड टीचर, एआई शुड इंशाल्लाह रिप्लेस यू। ठीक है, आई प्रे टू अल्लाह दैट एआई रिप्लेस यू because there is no point of not using AI when AI can do a much better job than you. So of course, you know, AI is going to replace all of us if we don't do a good job, because student is not interested in listening to you when he or she can get a much better answer for somewhere else.
Yeah.
And same for online learning. If the YouTube is a great help, why should I listen to you? I would say मैडम आती हैं, सर आते हैं क्लास में, वही बातें करते स्टोरियाँ चलाते चले जाते हैं। You know, I will go out, मैं स्कूल इसलिए आता हूँ क्योंकि मैं बास्केटबॉल खेल सकूँ। उसके बाद मैंने जाके करना क्या है, मैंने जाके YouTube देखनी है, मुझे आधे घंटे का मैथ समझ आ जाएगा, मैडम पढ़ाए ना पढ़ाएं को मुझे मसला नहीं है। So 100% AI is going to replace you if we don't change our mindsets. And if we change our mindsets, then of course, you know, and we need to adopt that. So that skill is fundamental. और मैं I belong to the group जो कहता ये है कि AI is an amazing disruptive force which is also terrible at some points. So क्योंकि हमारे पास कोप करने की स्किल नहीं है इतनी क्विकली, तो AI is going to hurt us. So मैं तो I always wish कि AI should replace me if I don't change myself. Why not? You know, should I do injustice to my students? So I think it is going to be a big disruptor in the industry, especially in academia, to couple that with online learning. And here is a show which is not going to stop anytime soon.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sulaiman, for quite some thought-provoking insights. We're running a bit short on time, so इसलिए I'd like our speakers to give some final takeaways. But इससे पहले मैं लूँ, I want you all to check out LumZex का course है AI in Classrooms. वो काफ़ी helpful हो सकता है। Upcoming भी है, Dr. Sulaiman का ही है, AI for Educators.
We're not selling courses here.
Yeah, but I just saying कि it will be helpful in, you know, sort of understanding कि how you can embrace it, embrace AI as a thought partner. So moving towards quick 30-second final takeaways, Jazir.
It's not a competition. There is space for everyone. Let's have learning platforms from everywhere. I want to see online learning design become a very prestigious career. You know, teaching became great when it became prestigious, when training became a part of it. I want to see it as that kind of industry. Most of all, I want all of us here to be excited about online learning courses. मुझे कोई नजर आता है LinkedIn पे किसी ने कोई नया online course launch किया है, I'll be like, I want to take this now, or I'll take it 3 months from now when I have the money for it. So जिस तरह कोई नई movie आ रही हो, नई book आ रही हो, नई whatever, I want us to be cool and nerdy and excited about online learning. That's what will make it scale and make it great.
Yes, Khazir, you're next.
Right. So one other aspect, you know, is very important for scale and for this online learning. That is partnerships. So I will encourage everyone who's here and just all from any organization that you represent, come and partner with us. You know, we can look into synergies. We can leverage on each other's strengths. So that would be my invitation, that we should leverage on each other's strength and let's partner.
Yeah. Yeah, Farad.
I think just as a closing note, I would like to reinforce that digital learning or online learning, how I conceive it or how most people do, is a social mission that you're doing right now. Keeping in mind everything Dr. Sulaiman and Jazib has said, कि आप एक genuine learning crisis and educational concerns को solve करने का एक बहुत useful तरीका देख रहे हैं, तो it is a social mission. And always, I say this a lot to anybody in my team as well, and this is something useful that I learned at a conference that I attended at Aga Khan, which said कि always think that when you want to make online learning effective, that you're not teaching to the screen, you're actually teaching through the screen to an active learner who's sitting at the other end. So when that active learner is in your mind through the entire design process, it will be user-centered and it will work for them in terms of engagement, in terms of learning outcomes, in terms of what they're getting out of it. So yeah.
Sir,
मेरी नॉर्मली मेरे कोर्सेज के रिव्यूज़ इतने बुरे नहीं आते हैं और मैं इतना बुरा टीचर नहीं हूँ लेकिन ऑनलाइन लर्निंग के केस में मेरे कोर्सेज के रिव्यूज़ इन पर्सन ज़्यादा बेहतर आते हैं राइट सो व्हाट आई वांट टू टेल यू हियर इट्स अ मिथ कि ऑनलाइन लर्निंग नहीं चलती है इट्स अ मिथ ठीक है अगर आप सही तरह उसको अडॉप्ट कर सकेंगे बिल्कुल चलती है एंड सेकंड ऑप्शन ये है कि आई वुड स्टिल लव टू नो कि what other combination we have other than AI and online learning to address the challenge we are facing. If there is any other, I would love to know. I don't know any. I think that's the only way right now, जिस पे हम experiment कर चुके हैं, and we know the combination of AI and online learning can actually help Pakistan. लेकिन हमें उसके लिए जैसे जाजिब ने कहा कि हमें excitement चाहिए यानी आप जब जाएं तो अच्छी इस तरह जाएं कि यार इसमें से अच्छा निकलेगा जब हम जाएंगे ऐसे कि यार पता नहीं चलनी तो फिर इंशाल्लाह नहीं चलती तो आप इस नियत से जाएं कि निकलने
on that note, I'd like to cap our conversation today. फिर मैं सवाल भी लेती हूँ कि आज हमने बहुत सारी चीज़ों के बारे में बात की. We talked about innovation, about systems, about access. But I want to remind everyone, including myself, कि learning online, offline, ठीक है, but it's a human journey and we all can play our role. So reflect how we can collectively make it more accessible, more human, and more transformative, and more powerful, embracing online digital forms of media for the future of education landscape in Pakistan. So yeah, thank you. I'll take a few quick questions. Um, the questions are on you can scan the app and you'll have it. No. Okay. So we have a question that platform. Okay. So the question is that Coursera, edX offers thousands of courses at a low price. और इतनी saturated market है तो what is the USP of LumsX for average? I don't know what average Pakistani student here, but हमने थोड़ा सा address किया. Who would like to address the?
जैसे आप चले जाए मैं तो बहुत बोला इसके ऊपर
So I think the starting spirit of LumsX was there is value for bilingual courses in which people speak a mix of English and Urdu as needed, the way most of us conventionally speak. The other is you'll see in our courses, the examples tend to be from Pakistan. When I'm making a course primarily for a Pakistan audience, but not exclusively, the examples I give are, I've worked as a project manager in the tech industry here or in the development sector here. So I give specific examples from here. So the unique aspect of LumsX is definitely the language and the content. But as I emphasized in my closing statement, there is space for all courses. Don't think of online learning as a zero-sum game.
Yeah.
Somebody who wants to learn something, if I think back to how I used to learn in my school days, I didn't use one book. I had 2 to 3 books in every subject. Ye wala topic is book mein acha, ye wala topic is book mein acha. And that is what I teach the kids today. Ke learning styles ki bhi baat hoti hai. There are some things that are explained better elsewhere. So people will use good courses from everywhere. It's not a zero-sum game. So anything we add, and the fact that we do have something unique, that we do have a unique way of thinking about isme kaun sa naya course add karna hai, already gives us an edge in certain ways.
Thank you, Joseph, for sharing your thoughts. एक और सवाल है कि as teachers we are struggling to use AI effectively in our classrooms. Why don't you people launch some short sessions for teachers to learn about tips and tricks of AI? इससे पहले मैं डॉक्टर सुलेमान के पास आऊँ मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ है वेबसाइट पे आप जाएं क्लासरूम मैनेजमेंट AI हाउ टू यूज इफेक्टिवली AI उस पर आपको काफ़ी कुछ मिल जाएगा डॉक्टर सुलेमान टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स क्विक
टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स तो नहीं है आपको हमारा कोर्स खरीदना पड़ेगा उसके बगैर तो but I think LumsX has been actively working on this topic and अभी एक्चुअली मैं महानूर के साथ ही एक AI फॉर एजुकेटर्स का कोर्स बना रहे हैं जिसमें हम देख रहे हैं कि आपने अपने आप को कैसे ट्रांसफॉर्म करना है फॉर AI एजुकेशन टीचिंग के लिए बट आई थिंक ऑन अ सीरियस नोट AI इज़ योर बेस्ट हेल्प ऑल्सो इफ़ यू एंगेज AI एज अ लर्निंग पार्टनर कि मुझे सिखाएं मेरी ये लिमिटेशंस हैं और दैट ऑल्सो स्टार्ट्स द कॉन्वर्सेशन आई थिंक एटलीस्ट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम देयर लेकिन सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये है कि ये जान जाएं I'm not here to scare ये जान जाएं कि हमारे पेशे के लिए AI is going to be a decent threat because हम चाहते क्या क्लासरूम के अंदर हम चाहते हैं बच्चे हमसे एक्साइटेड हों हम उनके रोल मॉडल बने. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर हमारे कुछ मेरे टीचर्स कुछ रोल मॉडल्स हैं जो मैं आज तक देखता हूँ. Also because of the content, but also because of the relationship we have built with them. So AI might take the content away. It is not going to take the relationship away. So how would you spend more time from the content to relationship? I think that's going to be the more strengthen our overall skills. लेकिन वहाँ पे हमारे पास टाइम बचता ही नहीं है क्योंकि कंटेंट कवर करना होता है तो रिलेशन का टाइम नहीं मिलता.
Thank
So I
you.
think I really hope that we can give some part of our work to AI and then focus on बच्चे के ऊपर. And if we change that, I think inshallah I see a lot of good hope from the AI. Otherwise, मुश्किल है.
Thank you, Dr. Suleiman, for some very transparent and honest apprehensions that we all have. आपने उसको address किया. Faral, this question is especially for you. कि suggest 3 key ways to teachers where they can ensure that they are talking through the screen and not to the screen.
Yeah, it's a nice question. In online learning, आपका basic mindset ही उस तरह से होता है कि मैंने engaged कैसे रखना है learner को on the screen. So, for example, there are certain strategies and there are theories that you sort of resort to ensure that you're developing something that's not leading to maybe attrition or maybe boring the student. उसमें इस तरह की चीज़ें होती हैं जैसे आपकी just giving some examples, cognitive load theory होती है कि आपने chunk कैसे करनी है information to ensure that the learner के ऊपर cognitive load नहीं बढ़ रहा है in terms of how they're processing information. So there's a lot of work that goes into how to teach something in a compact synthesized way without कि मैं आधे घंटे की वीडियो डाल दूँ ये देख लें जाके. उसके अलावा there are also a lot of so one of the things that I learned was also how often are you making the learner click a button, for example, to activate their mind while they're doing something. So you can have things like in video quizzes where quickly when they learn something, there's a knowledge check that you're doing instantly to sort of have them think about, oh, मैंने अभी यही सीखा है. You have formative learning activities. You embed reflections in your courses to have them actively relate what they're thinking to their own life. You have peer interactions. आप उनसे discussions कराते हैं, आप उनसे उनका brain actually activate कर रहे होते हैं while they're learning. कि they're not just absorbing expository content, they're actually applying it as they're going along to either their internal self or their situations or their realities. So there's an entire learning science and pedagogical science that's working behind ensuring कि learner जो है वो actively engaged है throughout the entire learning journey that they're sort of taking.
मैं यहाँ पे एक चीज़ ऐड करूँ ऑनलाइन लर्निंग के अंदर. दिस इज एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड योर लर्नर मच मोर देन इन योर क्लासरूम बिकॉज आपके सामने जो स्क्रीन है ना वो बहुत बड़ा बैरियर बन जाती है और आपको उसके पीछे का बंदा नजर नहीं आ रहा होता. सो द मोर यू अंडरस्टैंड कि हु इज हाजरा एंड हु इज अहमद एंड हु इज बीनेश एंड हु इज दैट and then if you can relate in your conversation कि आपने बिनिश के बाद कब जाना है और आपने हाजरा के पास कब जाना है और आपने अहमद के पास जब कब जाना है. And this is a very active exercise you have to do in your mind. And you have to learn over time how they're responding and how they're integrating and how they are actually building the relation. If you don't do that, many of these techniques are actually जो अभी बात की, they might also not work actually. So I think बहुत एक्टिव आपको एफर्ट चाहिए टू अंडरस्टैंड द लर्नर. इवन आई वुड से मच मोर देन इन द क्लासरूम बिकॉज क्लासरूम का अपना प्रेशर होता है टू कंट्रीब्यूट. बट ऑनलाइन लर्निंग के अंदर तो लोग मोटरसाइकिल में बैठ के आपका लेक्चर ले रहे हैं, लगे हुए हैं, साथ पान खा रहे हैं, साथ आइसक्रीम खा रहे हैं, साथ लेक्चर ले रहे हैं, मैडम भी खुश, मैं भी खुश. सो उसमें आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है.
On that note, we'd like to end today's conversation. I'd like to thank all the panelists for some thought-provoking insights from different angles: access, instructional design, production, partnerships. And I'd also like to appreciate and thank you for listening to us. And I hope कि थोड़ी सी curiosity और reflection पे हमने आपको prompt किया है to embrace, not be threatened by digital learning or be apprehensive about it, but embrace it as a thought partner and be open to learning, relearning, and unlearning. So yeah, thank you.